Okay. Hello, YouTube. Well, I told you I was going to make a video on the tweeters that I was trying out. And I actually had more tweeters than what I mentioned in that video that I tried. I tried out my old Memphis M-Class tweeters, my Diamond Audio tweeters, and the American Bass T2 tweeters. They all sounded alright. My favorite tweeters, obviously by far, just like I thought it would be, T2s from Digital Designs. This is a fantastic tweeter. It is, for what you pay, gotta be one of the best tweeters out there. The other tweeters sounded okay and everything, but they just didn't. Some of them screamed really loudly, but they weren't detailed. There wasn't clarity. These ones scream, and there is detail, there is clarity. You make out everything. You hear stuff that you don't hear in the other ones. The Bostons, they sounded really good as well. They were a close second. It was hard to decide. But I also I played around with my mids, all the mids that I have, and I come to find out that the CDTs, they fucking scream. They fucking scream. And there was pretty good clarity and everything. I mean, they were almost as loud as the 8-inch DD-VO series ones that I have over here. But yeah, they got pretty fucking loud. So I think it was just, for some reason, the crossover that they have just doesn't let them perform the way that they really are supposed to. I mean, they were fucking ridiculous. What else? Trying to make this video pretty short, but I'm going to go ahead and go into a discussion here about different component sets and just how much of a difference there is in companies, as well as like the materials that they use and how it makes the components sound. A lot of people out there, you know, almost everybody in the car audio world knows Rockford Fosgate. I mean, Rockford Fosgate has been a company that everybody has recognized, everybody has known throughout the years, you know. They made a name for themselves. You know, I don't want to dog on them, but I do want to dog on them. I want to dog on them in the sense that people seem to think that everything nowadays is the same Rockford Fosgate stuff as it was back in the day. One of the big time people that does this is Steve Mead. You know, and I have no problem with Steve Mead at all. This isn't something to dog on him, but you know, he makes them out to be like they're the best sounding, the greatest thing in the world. You know, just because I believe he's sponsored by them or something. He has something to do with them. You know, he got put in their magazine and everything. So, but they're not the greatest thing in the world. You know, he just put those T5s components in his Lexus. Now, in that price range, manufacturer that would have been a hell of a lot better would have been Helix. Helix makes a competition set, a 3-way competition set, called the Precision Competition 3-ways, something like that. You can go on Crutchfield. You know, Crutchfield sells them for retail, you know, but that's Crutchfield. You know, $2,000, you know, for one set. But I don't even know what they fucking sell those Rockfords for. They probably sell them for about $1,800 or $1,900. But I know you can find the Rockfords for about $1,500 at a good shop. That's installed. And the Helixes are about pretty much the same. But the Helixes, when you listen to them, because I listened to them in the same soundboard as the T5s, and they both ran off the same Rockford Fosgate T1000.4, the new one. And I mean, when you sit there and you listen to the difference and how they sound. You know, you would expect a lot more from Rockford for that kind of money. And they just, the Helixes, it was like no contest. The Helixes sounded a hell of a lot better. A hell of a lot better. So, I mean, it wasn't like, how do I say this thing? You know, it would be understandable if it was just a slight difference, you know what I mean? But there was so much of a difference. It's not like you could not tell. You could bring somebody in there who ain't even into car audio and they would notice the difference. They would notice a huge difference, you know? It's like comparing that to a factory fucking speaker when you're comparing the two. It's ridiculous. And like I said, I'm not hating on them, but it's just, you would expect a whole lot more from that company for that kind of money. I mean, when I heard that, I was kind of pissed off at it, you know, but like I said, Rockford is not Rockford anymore. It's just the way it is. Their fucking shit is made over in China like everywhere else. When you are going to buy something, if you really don't care, I mean, that's your opinion. But for those of you out there who actually want to get your money's worth, you want to be, you know, you want to have years of, you know, pleasure, so to speak, listening pleasure. You want to do it right the first time, you guys should really check that out for yourselves. And I mean, you honestly will understand more if you ever had that opportunity to listen to them side by side. You have this German company, which, by the way, the old school MB Court QSD 216s that I've always used, they were built in Germany. Because MB Court got their name from Germany. And just like Rockford, they sold out when they, you know, because people stopped buying their stuff because people stopped having the money for it. You know, so you know, they went under, but now they're back as German Meister. Okay, they're supposedly the old fucking MB Court shop, or the old place where they built the MB Court. That's being built there now. It's another very good company that if you compare them to Rockford Fosgate, you'll understand once again the difference with stuff that's made in fucking China versus stuff made in Germany. You know, we used to make stuff here in the whole fucking US of fucking A. You know, but of course, that doesn't happen anymore. The only places that do that, Digital Designs, they do it. You know, there's very few companies nowadays that are from here, that build their shit here. And that's what's been lost with a lot of the car audio. But yeah, I just wanted to sit here and touch on this component stuff because I think it's a big issue, you know. And it's the same with any company out there, you know. Kicker, I don't even know what the hell their top of the line was. It the QS series? Same thing. You know, but they're only like $400 and some, you know. I mean, they're not $1,500. So, you know, you wouldn't really expect it. But Rockford's charging $1,500 for a set of components that don't stack up. You know, if you're going to ask that kind of money, you should have the product as well. And they don't. They don't have the fucking product. They don't have the capacity to do shit like that like they used to. You used to get what you paid for back in the day with Rockford Fosgate and all these other manufacturers. Like with Phoenix Gold. You all know I use Phoenix Gold for everything. For amplifiers and everything. As well as sound processing. You know, because they are one of the old school companies that did that. They got their name by putting out products that were actually worthy. You know, Rockford back in the day, fucking stellar fucking company. Their amps were fucking hardcore. I mean, if you go to oldschoolstereo.com, where Big D Wiz, he has his, you can go under my subscriptions and you'll find him in there. He's an old school car audio junkie. You know, he gets all these old school amplifiers, lets you look at the guts. He explains how underrated they were and everything, you know. I mean, come on, people, you know. You had Orion that actually made an amplifier that they said only put out like a half a watt. And yet the amplifier is like this fucking big. You know, you got what you paid for back in the day. You don't today. You don't get what you fucking pay for unless you do your research and understand just how much of a joke certain companies are nowadays. Sony's always been a joke and always will be. Pioneer's an okay company. You know, they make everything, you know, speakers, everything, amplifiers, decks. A lot of people use Pioneer, you know. I'd say they're probably one of the number one companies when it comes to your decks and everything. Your DVD players and blah, 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 all that stuff, you know. But Eclipse was always my favorite one when it came to decks. I just never could afford one. And I wanted one of the, was it the 726s or 746s, whatever it is. But they're like $1,000. That's too much money for me. But yeah, I know I've rattled on a lot during this video, but like I said, I just want you all to fucking know. Do not leave comments that I talk too much, because that's what these videos are about, is me talking. So if you don't like talking, then get the fuck out. Yeah, I'm gonna make more videos like this. So just so you know, YouTubers, check out some. Oh, also check out EXO. You know, everybody knows EXO. Everybody fucking knows this kid. But he's doing, you know, he just shows a really simple way to like fiberglass doors as well as your A-pillar. And yeah, it may not be the proper way, or to some people the proper way, but you know what? Fucking works, doesn't it? And he did it by his fucking self. Alright? So check him out. EXO Controlto, or EXO Big Deal, or It's a Big Deal. Good kid there. He'll answer any of your questions and everything. Check out Steve Mead. He's another good one. It's Mead 916. That's MEADE 916. He's an awesome one to check out. He has a lot of good tutorials on there. A lot of giveaways as well for all you people who are looking for a giveaway. Yeah, but that's about the gist of it, people. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.